I was watching this older IMSA race earlier. It's not really old. It's 2025 Road America, and I just found the onboard of the number 60 here to be very interesting. After having to serve a penalty for running over pit equipment, um, he's now making his way back through traffic, and the differences here in what we see on iRacing and how we drive this track on iRacing, and some of the GT3 actions here, I really want to focus on for a moment, so that maybe this will help us learn a little more how to drive around each other and have some more successful races. So
we had an exciting finish.
He's hauling through traffic, of course. Coming through the first couple of turns, and whoa, he waits. He doesn't send it on the 36 Corvette here. Now he's got a lot of ground to make up, and he's still taking it easy on the drivers around him. Now here coming into, it's one of the most important turns on the track, and he waits for the number 4 here, which is pretty interesting because you wouldn't see that much on iRacing. But now as we get up to the bridge here, he goes ahead and sends it on the 4 here, and I think this is a moment we can use to talk about GTP mentality sometimes, and I will even do this in a race. If he let him go in the prior corner, and so now he kind of expects a tip of the hat back in the next corner at the very next passing opportunity. And maybe he isn't even all the way there, but he's going anyway, because it's like, I let you live last corner. Now, I scratched your back, now scratch mine. Don't hold me up too much. Let me through. And this is something I do driving in the league as well. If I'll let you live in a corner, and the next corner coming up, I kind of want you to let me go. And, that's a way we treat each other better in racing. So now we continue on. And of course, the GTPs take a moment to get through the corners. Comes up here, natural braking point behind Rexy. And this is very interesting here. As they get to the carousel, he stays in line behind Rexy. He does not try to go to the left. Now, one thing I will say here too is you see these GT3s holding it a lot tighter in the carousel than we frequently see on iRacing. And yet, he still is not trying to go to the left. Now, this is a driver who, he is now way behind the 8 ball due to a penalty. And he is still not displaying a high level of desperation to where he's putting the GT3 drivers in any kind of danger. So sweeping out of the carousel, he makes his pass. See you later, Rexy. Now that is a great move by the 65. That is a fantastic move by the 65. He moves a little over to the right to get into the Acura's path, just to use his car to say, hey, don't pass me yet. Don't pass me going into the kink. Don't compromise us both. Now, the way the driver of the number 60 is driving, he probably wouldn't have anyway, but this is a very good moment here. This is very cool communicating with car placement. So now he passes after the kink. And then watch the leader of this pack. He just goes ahead, taps his brakes a couple of times, makes it very clear he's going to let the Acura go through Canada Corner. He's not going to race him. Make sure that the Acura has plenty of space to make the corner. There's no defending, using the ABS to try to brake later to beat the car into the corner. None of that. And that is a very clean drive through traffic. So hopefully you found this as interesting as I did and as informative. really, really cool stuff. And I think these are techniques we can implement to make our own races more successful.